morning. Root through our sit bones, lengthen through the crown of our head. Close your eyes, just do some intuitive movement. I think we're gonna do some core work today, a little wake up stuff today. Arch and contract your back, roll your head, whatever feels good. Root yourself in your sit bones. Bring yourself to stillness, lengthen through the crown of your head. Connect with your breath. Lengthen your breath. Make them deeper. Widen your breath. Feel your breath fill up your abdominal wall, which is really your diaphragm pressing into your organs. Filling up through your chest. Feel the breath on the outsides of your chest. Feel the breath in your back. Nice, big, slow, steady breaths. Slowly let them out. Pressing out that last bit of air by drawing the abs in and up slightly. Feel your pelvic floor assist with the breath. Feel your inhale rooted into your sit bones. Feel your exhale lengthen through your crown. Survey the state of your physical body today. Survey the state of your mental body today, your emotional body. Embracing every part of yourself. Drop your right ear to the right side and flip your left hand over with the palm up. Lift your chin. Turn your head and drop your chin towards your shoulder. Turning your head and lifting your chin back up. Our ear is still cocked off to the side. Turn your chin back to your shoulder. Tuck your chin down further and slowly start to roll over to the left side. Lifting the chin. Flip your left hand over and now flip the right one up. Chin is slightly lifted. Turning your head, taking the chin to the shoulder. Turn and bring the chin up to the ceiling, keeping the head cocked to the side. Turn back down. Tuck the chin in a little bit more and start to roll to the center. Pause at center. Return your hands to your lap, palms down. Draw your shoulder blades back together, just a tad. And then move them forward. Opening up through the back. And then close through the back and open through the chest. Having this just be a shoulder movement. Doesn't have to be big. It can be just small. It could be one-sided if one side's bothering you. Open and close. We're going to make it bigger by rounding the back forward. When we open the shoulders, slide the hands down the thighs. Scoop the belly in like ice cream. And then lifting up, draw the shoulders back, lift your heart to the ceiling, keep the belly pulled in, head up. And round through, scooping the belly in. Lifting up. And draw the shoulder blades together, lift the heart towards the chin, take the chin to the ceiling. Keep the belly pulled in so you don't overly arch your low back. Start rounding forward. Now you can keep your hands on your lap if you want to. Lifting chin up. Or you can make the motion a little bit bigger. Rounding over, hands reach down your knees. As you start to round and open yourself up, lift your chin, lift your heart up, open your arms. And then round it all back down. Pulling your belly in. You don't want to lift your arms. You could just keep running your hands up and down your thighs. Or just do the one arm if you want. Big breath opening up and then rounding forward and pushing all the air out. One more big breath, open up. Lift the heart, chin up. And relax down. Exhale, hands in your lap. You can roll, twist, release any tension. All right, we're going to do leaning to side, we did forward and back. We're going to do some side to side for our spine. So we're just going to start with the right arm, slide it off your lap and let it hang. Lengthen through the crown of your head, lift up through your pelvic floor, like you're kind of sitting on the tips of your butt cheeks. Lifting up, activated through your legs, and you're just going to slide that arm down. Stay lifted, stay long. Breathe. Feel the opening in the left side from hip to ribs. You can make it bigger by bringing your arm over your head, resting it on your head, or make it active and reach. Both butt bones on the chair. Start to stack your spine, lower vertebrae, mid vertebrae, upper vertebrae, head floats on top. Relax your arms back in your lap. Roll if you want. Ready to do the other side. Sit up nice and tall. Lengthen through the crowns. Lift up on your pelvic floor, balancing on your glutes, on your thighs. Left arm down. Lean over, but stay tall. Don't slump over. Keep your breath. You can add the arm on the top of your head. Just let it rest there. Opens up your rib cage more. Or you can have active arm and hand and reach. Couple more breaths. Stay tall. Start to stack. Lower vertebrae, mid vertebrae, upper vertebrae, head comes on top. Relax your arm down if you used it. Twist a little bit. Roll. All right. Let's do some hip stretch before we stand. Coming up forward, we're going to do our figure 4 seated. Bringing your right leg up, let your ankle hang off of your thigh. You can use the strap down below at your foot to help hold it up, or you can hold right onto that shin bone. Lengthen tall, draw your belly in just enough so that you're not letting it protrude forward and lean forward. Just enough to feel the back protected. Soft flex of the foot, hold on to the leg. Try to relax the inner thigh, outer thigh, glute, hamstring, low back. Imagine your crown reaching for the sky. Draw your pelvic floor up slightly as you inhale and then start to rock forward on the front part of your sit bones. Try to maintain that relaxed thigh on the right side. As soon as you start to move, the thigh muscles start to want to activate, protect, help out, whatever you want to call it. Breathe into the muscle that is trying to talk back. We rock side to side a little bit from one cheek to the other. Make sure you're holding on to either, if you're using a strap, hold on with your left hand. If you're not, put your left hand on your shin bone. Put your right one, your index finger right in the crease of your hip, of your right hip, and I want you to rotate to the right. Still slightly leaning forward towards your leg. It increases some of that stretch on the outer side of that glute muscle. Draw your gaze down past your right hip to the floor. Draw your elbow back in space. Slowly bring your chest back forward. Both hands on your strap or shin. Lift your chin towards the ceiling. Drop the chin down into the chest, out rounding the back. Drop it in nice and tight where you feel it squish into your voice box. Feel the stretch in the back of your head, down your spine, increasing your glute some. And we're going to start to roll back. So pull your belly in, round your back, and start to roll yourself back to your neutral position. All the way up until your head is on top. Release that leg, shake it out. Wiggle around a little bit, release any tension. You can always self-massage a muscle, squeeze it around. My butt feels like it wants a little bit of squeeze right there because that was a little intense on the outer edge of the glute. All right, let's do the left side. Bring the left leg up, make sure the ankle's hanging off the thigh. Use your strap under your foot to hold the leg up or both hands on your shin bone. Draw the belly in slightly to lengthen through the crown. I think I just said crowned. Just a crown. We're not crowned. Breathe into your posture. Get comfortable with it for a moment. This in itself might be a lot for your hip or a lot for your muscles. And you can do all of the postures that the twisting and stuff without coming forward if coming forward is not available to you today. Draw your hammock up, lengthen through your crown, sitting up tall, and then leaning forward. Try and keep that thigh relaxed, inner, outer glute. Breathe into wherever you feel that stretch. Either hold your strap or your shin bone with your right hand. Take your left index finger and stick it right there in your the crook of your hip, of the left hip, lengthening through the spine, up, rotate, chest left. Draw the elbow back slightly. Try and relax that thigh. As soon as I rotated, I felt myself tense my glute and my outer thigh a little bit. Breathe in, try and let it relax. Hot flashes are fun today. Bring your chest back to center. Still leaning forward, hands up, both hands on your shin, lift your chin to the ceiling. Reach through that chin bone. Keep reaching, but drop your head, bring your chin into your chest. Tuck it in nice and tight. Start to round your back, sucking your belly in, scooping it out, and rolling yourself back up tall. Till the head comes on top. Release the leg and relax. Good stuff. All right, we're going to put the chair to the end of the mat. I think I want this over there. As we stand, shake out your legs. Righty. Whew. All right, you want to stand far enough away from the chair that so when you bend over, your hips are over your ankles and your shoulders are over your wrists. You can peek into your camera possibly to see that. If you have a mirror nearby. And we're going to round our back towards the ceiling, drop your head, tuck your tail. Keep your belly pulled in, but drop your chest through your arms. Lift your tailbone up, lift your head up, keep the belly pulled in. And then round up. We're going to draw the belly in and keep it round in through the whole process. Drop your chest through your arms, lift your head, lift your tailbone, belly still drawn in. Do 3 more of these at your own pace while I chit chat. And soften your knees so they're not locked out. Feel stretched down the back of the legs. Find your breath with this motion. Typically, your inhale goes when you lift your head and tailbone, and your exhale when you draw round up into a kitty cat position. And then bring yourself to flat back. Get my hair out of the way. All right, you're going to take your weight and transition it over to your right foot. You're going to slide the left toes in close to your right foot. And on your upper body, you're going to put the weight mostly in the left hand. Nice flat back. I want you to lift the left leg behind you, point your toe. Check your hips. Are your hips trying to open up to the left? I want that hip bone to face the floor. I don't want it to open to the outside. Lengthen through the crown of your head. Either just release your right fingertips or reach your right fingertips overhead. You have a nice long line from the point of your toe to the tips of your fingers. You don't want to lift that arm up. You can just barely touch the chair. Breathe and lengthen, draw the belly in. Get comfortable with the wiggles. Deep breath, reach. Exhale, elbow and knee into belly. 2 more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow and knee into belly. 1 more, reach, inhale. Try not to arch your back. Exhale, draw them in. And reach. Release your hand down first. Release the toes down. Slide them over. Put your weight over both feet and both hands. Rock your hips back and forth. You can pedal your heels, lifting and lowering your heels. Whatever feels good, rocking them back and forth. Keep the belly in to support the back. If you want to push your hips back and forth, you can do that. Find whatever motion feels good to you before we do the other side. I'm kind of liking rocking up on my tiptoes, rocking back onto my heels. That kind of feels good. All right, ready to do the other side. Transfer the weight to the left foot. Slide the right toes in close to the left foot. On the upper body, transfer your weight to your right hand. Draw the belly in, flatten the back. Left hand still touching, there's just no weight in it. Lift the right leg behind you, point your toe. Focus on having that hip bone pointing to the floor. I keep wanting to say ceiling. Point it to the floor. Don't let it open up. Lengthen through the crown of the head. The left hand can either just come off of the mat, off of the chair, or reach it overhead. Lengthen through the fingertips. Draw the belly in. Breathe. Get comfortable in the uncomfortableness. Root the entire sole of the foot from heel to toes. Deep breath, lengthen. Exhale, knee and elbow come together in the belly. Inhale, lengthen. Without arching the back, pull the belly in. Exhale, draw in. 1 more. Lengthen. Exhale, draw in. Lengthen. Return your hand to the chair. Slowly lower your leg. Slide your toes up underneath your hips. Weight over both feet. Weight over both hands. Rock side to side or back and forth or whatever feels good. Release any tension. We're going to work on our chair posture. So I want you to walk your feet a little bit more forward. You have a couple of choices. You can try this with your feet hip width apart. You can put a block between your knees and hold it. And what that does for you is it activates the back side by holding that block. And we want the back side activated. So if you can activate it without a block, that's fine. Or you can draw them all the way together and just squeeze your thighs together to activate. All right, I'm going to try it without. I haven't done it without in a while. So I want you to push your hips back and bend into your knees like there's another chair back there. Squeezing your knees together if you got your feet touching, or if you have a block, squeeze it together. If you don't, just squeeze. Right? Holding onto the chair for balance. Lift your head and upper body so that you have a nice flat back. Draw the belly into the spine. Breathe, look at the back of the chair. Take your right arm up and bring it down. Only as high as you want to. You don't have to go way up. You can go just forward if you want. Left one and down. Squeeze into the glutes, squeeze into the thighs, draw the belly in. Try for both arms, either straight forward or up overhead. Breathe. Big breath. Inhale. Exhale. Shoot yourself up. Relax. Shake it out. All right. Going to go to the floor. We're going to go to flat back. We're going to lay all the way down. Roll around if you'd like. Or sit still if you'd like, whichever. We're going to do a Pilates move. So your knees are up, feet rooted into the floor, comfortable distance away from your glutes, hip width apart, arms at your side, palms down. Center for just a moment. Take another breath. And I want you to engage through your abdominal wall without flattening your back. You can engage your glutes if you want to. And I want you to lift your hands off the mat like you're going to try and reach your heels. Take a deep breath. Exhale, lift your head and shoulders and back down. Just like you're trying to really reach those heels. One more time, big breath. Exhale, lift and reach those fingertips, pushing out all the air and back down. That's half of the Pilates move. The other half of the Pilates move goes like this. Take a deep breath. Exhale and lift and hold, and then little short bursts of air. And back down. That's a nice ab control, breath control move. It may not feel nice doing it the first time if it was your first time. If you want to try it again, that's great. If you don't, just go ahead and come up and go right back down. Deep breath. Exhale, lift and reach towards your heels. And lower back down. Straighten your right leg out. Lengthen through the crown of your head. Flex the right foot softly so that the toes stay up, knee stays up. Root the heel of your right foot into the floor. Lengthen through the crown again. Feel stretching through the front of your hip. You may feel it on the inner thigh a little bit. Front of the thigh. Take a deep breath. Exhale, lift the straight leg up to the ceiling. Inhale, lower it all the way back down to the floor. Press the heel into the floor. Exhale, up. Inhale, lower. Big breath, big breath, big breath. Exhale, lift. Bend the knee in the sky. Take the knee over the hip. The shin is parallel with the floor. Trying to keep the knee right over that hip. You're engaging through the abs just to hold it up there. And I want you to take the knee to the right and the ankle to the left. Knee to the left, ankle to the right. Just going back and forth, just wagging that foot back and forth. Moving within the joint as far as it feels comfortable. Keep the knee over the top of the hip. Keep the abs engaged to hold it up there. And relax that foot to the floor. Straighten out the left leg. Soft flex in the foot to keep the toes up. Lengthen through the crown. Feel as if the sole of your foot is reaching towards the wall. Feel some stretch in your thigh. The lower ab may feel some stretch, your hip flexor. Deep breath. Exhale, lift that straight leg. Inhale, lower down. Big breath. Exhale, lift. One more, lower down. Inhale. Exhale, lift. Keep it up, but bend the knee. Keep the knee over the hip. Shin is parallel with the floor. Foot is relaxed. Just balance that knee over the hip. With the knee bent in this manner, it creates some weight away from the body, makes you use more ab. And then take the knee to the left and the ankle to the right, but keep the knee over the hip. And switch. Just wag your foot back and forth. Keep the belly drawn in. Go slowly. And relax, returning the foot to the floor. Walk the heels or walk the insteps of your feet together, rolling your knees out, drawing your soles of your feet together. If you need to put something underneath your thighs, you can, opening up through your hips. You can also engage your glutes to support your inner thighs if they're tight. Breathe. Trying not to arch your back. Breathe into your inner thighs, bring it into your low belly. Trying to relax the inner thighs, but if you need to squeeze those glutes to support, you can do so. If you need to press through the soles of your feet for support, you can do so. It keeps you from hanging out in your joint if your joint needs more support. Slide your right leg straight. Slide your left leg out straight. Toes to the ceiling. Soft flex. Take both arms overhead. Lengthen. And relax. Just take your arms in a triangle position overhead or diamond. Let your feet fall open. We're going to do another one. Flex your feet, point them to the ceiling, reach your hands overhead, lengthen. Keeping your feet flexed, just slide your arms out to a T position without knocking anything over. Slide your right heel up, knee to the ceiling. Engaging through your abs. I want you to roll your hips over to the left. Open through your chest and shoulders. And roll back. Foot on the floor. Slide the right foot back out. Slide the left foot in. Pushing with the sole of the foot, roll the hips right until you're ready to take the foot off, or you may not be able to be ready to take the foot off. And gently roll back. Both knees up. Relax your arms. Relax your hips. Rock side to side. Walk your feet to the outside edges. And go ahead and flop side to side. Big flops of the knees. Both knees over to the right. Roll up on the outside edges of your feet. Arms are relaxed. You can put a block under your right thigh if you want, support your back. Try and let them relax completely. Squeeze your left glute, press the hip forward. Relax the right leg. Just let it hang out. And release the glute. Draw the belly in, bring the legs up, and flop side to side. And both knees to the left. Roll up on the outside edges of your feet. Put something underneath your outer thigh for support if you need it. Try to let them relax completely. Squeeze your right glute, press the hip forward. Breathe. Relax the left leg. Let it go completely soft, the foot soft, thigh soft. And release. Draw the belly in, draw the knees up. Rock them side to side again. Flop them side to side again, I guess. Draw your knees together, feet together. Squeeze. Squeeze through your thighs, squeeze through your glutes. Stamp them together right in the center. And relax the glutes, relax the thighs, relax the calves. Lift your toes up, squeeze your ankles together, calves, thighs, squeeze your butt. Breathe. Relax your butt, thighs, calves, and feet. Come up on the tippy toes of your feet, trying to squeeze your feet together as much as you can. Calves together, thighs together, squeeze the butt. And relax the glutes, the thighs, the calves, and the feet. Draw both knees up and roll your ankles around. Make sure you're going both directions. Roll them all the way around. Flex your feet. Joint your feet. And point your toes. Flex, joint, and point. Flex your feet. Press your right foot towards the ceiling. And lower straight leg down. And draw the heel in back to into your chest. Flex your feet, point your feet, and then point. Flex, left leg straight to the ceiling, pressing the flexed foot to the ceiling. Lower the straight leg all the way down until your heel touches, and then slide your heel into your chest. Well, the knee into your chest. flexed feet. Point your feet. Point your feet. Flex. Press the right one up. Pressing it towards the ceiling, lower down till your heel touches, and then slide it in. All the way into your chest. Feet are flexed. Point, point, flex. Left one to the ceiling, pressing it up. Slowly lower it down to the floor. When the heel touches, slide it in all the way back into your chest. Relax your feet. Roll them around or shake them out. We're going to keep the knees up. We're going to inhale, take the arms overhead. Exhale, draw in, cannonball. Keep the knees up, arms overhead. Inhale. Exhale, draw up to cannonball. One more. Inhale, lengthen up. Reach. Exhale, draw into cannonball. And relax the feet on the floor. Flop around a little bit if you'd like to. Roll your hips. Roll your thighs. Draw your knees up or take your knees to the outside and flop them, whichever feels better to you. For some reason, I feel like the music is off. Maybe I'm just off. What do you say? All right, straighten out the right leg. Point the toe of the right leg. Slide the right leg out to the right to a 45-degree angle. Keep the toe pointed. Feel the outer thigh. Slide it back in. Slide it out. Pointed toe. Slide it in. One more. Slide it out. And slide it in. Slide the heel into your glutes. Slide the left one out. Point the toe. Slide the left leg out to the side about 45. Slide it back in. Slide it out. There's our Shavasana. I wasn't that far off. We got one more slide to do though. We got to be even on both sides. Slide it out and back in. Slide the heel in. Get ready for Shavasana. Get all your stuff together. Pillows in your blanket. I guess nobody's really cold right now. They don't need blankets. But pillows. Support mechanisms. Under your knees, if you want something under your knees. Even under your head, if you want something under your head. Arms at your sides. Lying back. Eyes closed. Eye pillow if you'd like. And just settle into your breath. Find your stillness. Lengthen your breath. Make them a little bit longer. Broaden your breath. Nice deep breaths, feeling your breath into the back of the floor, in your back, your torso, the walls of your chest. Feel your belly expand. Nice big breaths with nice slow exhales. Last bit of the exhale draws the belly in and upwards. Feel the state of your physical body. Feel the state of your mental body, your emotional body. Can you compare to how it felt at the beginning of class? Some parts may feel better, some may feel worse, tired, used. I want you to take your awareness right to the center of your forehead as your breath falls into a natural rhythm. Almost imagining crossing your eyes and being able to internally stare at the center of your forehead. Feel the rhythm of your breath right in that spot. Feel that rhythm expand into your brain. Imagining that you could feel the brain itself slightly expand and contract with each breath. Take that awareness down into the lower half of your brain or the lower half of your jaw. Upper neck. Imagining you had bisection kind of x-ray thing going all the way down your body, going through our neck, slowly down the neck, to the tops of the shoulders, down the upper arms, chest, and upper back. Slowly moving down over the chest, down to the bottom of the rib cage, down through the elbows, slowly moving down our upper abs, that mid back area below our ribs, down our forearms, slowly rolling down the whole length of the abs and the length of the back, down through our hips and our wrists, up over our glutes, palms of our hands and fingers, down to our thighs. Slowly taking that awareness all the way down those thighs as if you're scanning it, down to the tops of the knees, through the knees, down the shins and calves, down through the ankles, tops of the feet, through the whole foot and out the sole. When you scan that body, what did you find? What did you feel? Feel your body heavy on the mat. Feel your mind lighten with thought. Imagine right there at the center of your forehead is a bright light, blinding you, starring out in every direction. And imagine that light is so big, it takes up all of the space in your visual, and the light becomes smaller, starting to see colors, starting to see shapes. Imagining the color red. The color red is often used in restaurants because of hunger. It elicits hunger. Imagine the color blue, like the blue sky. The color blue is often associated with coolness, sometimes with sadness. Imagine the color purple. Purple is often associated with royalty or regalness. Imagine the color yellow, bright like the sun, yellow sunflowers, many times associated with joy and happiness. Imagine the color green. Can be associated with envy, but can also be associated with Mother Nature and new growth, new life, spring. Imagine the colors of the rainbow. Each color is needed. Each emotion is needed. Each one of them lies within us. Feel your heartbeat. Feel the rhythm of your breath. Feel the rhythm of life. Life within you and life around you. Close to home and out in the community. In your city, in your state, in your country. Connect with that life. The life that we're all living, trying to do our best. Taking a nice deep breath and drawing your awareness right back to the center of your forehead. Back to your body on the floor. Back to your breath in your lungs. Start wiggling your fingers and toes, rolling your wrists and ankles. Elbows and knees, shoulders and hips. All the way up and down your back, your neck. Turning your head from side to side, finding some motion in each joint. Allowing it to wake back up. Straightening out your legs, bringing your arms overhead. Lift, lengthen and breathe, stretch. And relax. Right side only. Reaching in opposite directions, stretch. Relax. To left side, reach and stretch. And relax. Gently draw one knee at a time into your chest. Roll around a bit if you would like. Rolling over onto your side, stacking your shoulders, hips, and knees. Take a moment for gravity to settle on the side body, equilibrium to settle. Gently peel yourself up off the mat, off the floor. Find a comfortable seat. I just want you to kind of roll around from one hip to the other, front to back. Just do some body circles. Going whichever direction you want. We'll switch it up in a moment. Switch and roll around the other direction. Pause yourself in the center, make a tall seat, lengthen through the crown of your head, relax your arms in your lap. Take a deep breath. We're going to inhale our right arm forward, up, around the back, and down as we have our chest turning to the right. Then go the other direction. Inhale it around the back, up and down in the front. Left side, take it, inhale forward, up, around the back, come down, a little twist to the left. Inhale it back up, around, forward, and down. Both arms inhale up, lengthening, reaching through the fingertips all the way to the ceiling. Exhale, bring your arms down. And do either side, right arm, inhale up and over. Exhale it back down, left side up and over. And back down. Now both arms. Inhale up, lengthen. Exhale down. Last breath. Big breath up. Inhale, hands come together overhead. Exhale, bring them down to your chest, pressing through the palms of your hands, lengthening through the crown of your head. Let your eyes flutter open. And namaste.